Hello, and thank you for tuning in. This is Heather Aguilera, and welcome to Angel of Divine Love. So, happy new moon in Pisces. We have this new moon in Pisces, and we are at this super number 2 junctures. If you guys haven't got on all the mini messages for this month, the 222s, all this whole grand juncture or portal, if you will, that we're in, there's a lot of manifesting energies. We're all shifting through this type of energy. This is the time for us, a prime time for us to be working on those goals, setting those intentions. We also have Mercury in retrograde, so we're going to be seeing or feeling a lot of things coming up. And I know I didn't post a video earlier this month, and as you can tell, I've been under the weather. So again, this is just going to be a little shorter than my usual videos, and by March I'll be good. So all the good vibes are welcome. So yes, anyways, thank you again for all your support. And those that have wished, I lost my little puppy, so there's just been a lot of heartbreak and a little bit of sadness happening. So thank you for your love and good vibes with my dog. Her name was Bella. She had passed last month, and so everybody's getting back into the flow of things. My other dogs are doing good, and they're adjusting to the process of their sister being gone. So thank you all for the good, positive vibes. So anyways, now to the rest of the intuit message for this month. I want to bring our attention to this beautiful picture. It is by Fine Art Print by Happy D Artist. So it's a really beautiful picture of this gal. She has the lotus flower, the koi fish, and then a nice moon, crescent moon at her crown. So Pisces, we have the water. So water signs, like all water signs, are very intuitive and they're very deep. And Pisces is going in there, those koi fish, they're gonna go in there, or whatever fish you resonate with. They're gonna go in and help you navigate some of these hidden emotions, these hidden fears, these hidden doubts, and maybe even self-sabotage thoughts that are hidden in the background from you, or from whatever it is that you haven't really truly been wanting to face at this time. So the navigational system that is happening internally, try not to get lost in that, staying centered. If you feel that you're losing your ground, why, okay, this is coming up for me. Okay, I see you. What do you need to show me here? And it could lead to a memory or from the past, either good or not so good. But remembering it's all strengthening and assisting you to go beyond those limiting beliefs and self-condemnation as well. So lots of self-prophesized, if we think about the past, then you're creating again from that energy from the past. So this is a great time to rewire through the brain energetics. So going into your subconscious beliefs and maybe even asking yourself some deep questions. What do I need here? And you're just asking your conscious, right? What do you need in this area? And wait till you see or you hear that still small voice coming back to you, or maybe it's a loud voice coming to you and letting you know, what it is that you need to know at that time. So lots of inner work, dark moon, dark mother, energetics as well. So if you have any pattern from dark mother energies, or you have been that mother that has held dark mother energies. So energies, this could look like mother guilt or anything like that. So releasing those two, that's a big one that could come up for a lot of mothers. So releasing that and stepping into, the true divine feminine essence. And what does she look like? She's more liberated. She's stronger. She's about her truth. She's about it, and she's not easily persuaded. So, you want to make sure that you're in there. There is some manipulation energetics that can be coming in and through. So just being like aware, self-aware, self-analysis on who, what you're talking to, and looking through eyes of compassion always, but making sure we're setting those really nice, healthy boundaries. So this Piscean energy is just really great for us to really get to that heart, of things, and allowing that fish energy, that sacred fish, and I love Christ energy. So as I'm talking about the fish, I'm seeing the fish being drawn in my sight right here. And back in the days in Christ's time, Jesus' time, the scenes and all the sacred teachings and the sacred teachers that would carry this lineage or this type of teaching, they would come to each other, they would draw the fish, kind of look like an infinity sign. And that fish represented, new life and rebirth. And, it also represented, casting your nets out and just trusting in divine timing, trusting for that abundance, trusting for those fish to come in. And it also represents the Christos energy that secretes out of our brain from our pineal gland and travels down our spine, the 33 vertebrae of the spine, and coming into that place and resting dormant for 3 days at the base of our spine and then traveling back up, which is the Kundalini energy, basically. So that's the Kundalini energy process that we go through monthly. So it's a cycle. And in that cycle, when we're lifting through our Kundalini type of energy and it's going through the spine, it's going back up the spine, traveling back up the spine, sometimes that energy can get stuck and there could be a lot of very much pain in the back. So, and in the vertebrae type of area. So we really want to push that energy and get that energy moving. So Kundalini yoga is great at this time, or massages are really great. They're going to be really helpful right now, or laying on a roller pen, those roller foam rollers, that's what it's called. So foam rollers, foam rolling your back out, and the neck area. So it's just all that spine, all your spinal area, columns. So really meditate on that central nervous system and getting those energies to move and process through the body. So that's going to be really essential, a really key point in healing with some of the physical aspects of this moon and what could be pulling through that area. So yeah, I hope that helped. And in honor of the Kundalini and what I just talked about, I'm going to do a little sample here. And those of you who would love to get the longer recording, I know my voice is a little scratchy right now, but if you would like to get the longer meditative recording, it will be posted on my Patreon. And the link for all of that is going to be below. So let's go ahead and begin. And you could just sit upright. Is going to be really nice for you at this time. And we want to be conscious of how our body is sitting. Are you sitting well with yourself? All is well with my soul. And then you could really feel like maybe this energetic tingling through the crown. So through the back of the crown. And there is a central column of light. So this is your your passageway through the light field within your body. So if you kind of tune into that, like it's like a tube of light. And just breathe in. And bringing in a beautiful energetic, and the light frequency is now kind of gathering that information around your spine. And anybody, if you have like lower back issues, kind of like tune into that area, or upper back issues, or neck issues, head injuries, like all of that. Just kind of what we're going to do now is just ask the brain, pretty much. So you're going to ask yourself through your mental body, you're asking your brain. So your focus right here is on the brain, and maybe even some tingling sensations within the spine or around the spine. So focusing on that, like vagus nerve. So it's vagus nerve kind of comes through that area as well, hitting all your major organs and your brain. Okay, so asking your brain, how can I create more flow of energy? And just allow that. How can we reprogram negative thoughts into something more healthier? How can I create healthier brain patterns, brain waves, frequencies? How can we shift through discord? And so the brain is just kind of, it's just this beautiful computer mechanism that's rewiring itself here. And you just continue to ask yourself whatever questions that come up in that process. As you're tuning in and you're fine-tuning through the mental body, physical body, emotional bodies, and then all the bodies, all the auric field, layers and layers, time, space, dimension. And then coming back into the center, we're going to remove and then just really kind of feel these boundaries. Where do you need these boundaries at, right? Where do you say your no? There's some energies or, even bodies of people even that aren't, they don't really care about other people's boundaries. And in that sense, you have to be really strong and say, no, back off. This is my no. So where is your no? And come into center. And then just fill up with love, your own love, your compassionate love. And sealing off any leaks in the aura. Let this love lead you now. Lead you into the centered place. And yes, so this is a really nice exercise that you can come back to if you feel guided or add on to. But this is, just to kind of get that ball rolling for you in the sense, and stay centered in that as you're clearing it out and working with these type of different frequencies and different ways. As we do that, you can get really good in your energetic field, and knowing, is there something there? Is there something in this energy body of mine or in my light field that isn't welcome, and if you find certain energies testing and wanting to test that, your own boundaries, test your boundaries, so there's certain type of energies that will want to test it out like a challenge. And that those don't always play fair game. But at the same time, just standing in your knowing and sending that energies where they belong. And this is not to say that anyone's better than each other or at all. It's just saying that, everyone energetically, spiritually, and in all our relationships, we require a certain amount of respect and regard for ourselves. And we expect that back in return. And if it's not back in return, there's sexual predators or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of stuff out there. And, yeah, a lot of garbage. And, when we're cleaning it up through the energetic field, because it starts in the etheric, it starts in different layers of energies. And when we're working through that, it can get a little tough. And those that are feeling these energies and you're not really aware of what's happening here, why is this fear coming up? Why is this coming up? There's a whole lot more going on in the energy field than most are aware of. So, this is why energy health and clearing is essential. And learning how to navigate certain energies and dropping out some of the programming. The more you understand this, the more you can develop these strengths and witness through the field on, I'm feeling this energy and it feels icky, it feels gross. This is definitely not mine. Let me tune in and clear this. Maybe it's a template that you're being asked to clear. So everybody's kind of stepping up a notch. And when we are being asked to step up a notch, and you just got to learn it. If you don't know how to do this, it's, I have recordings that go over it. You just listen to the recordings, dropping out manipulations, dropping out projections. You kind of name it, and it intuitively, it will come to you eventually, and then you see it through the fields. You see different energies. This isn't for everybody, because not everyone's going to process the same. Not everybody is going to understand this type of clearing. But those of you who are wondering or wanting to know more, go to my Patreon. There's a lot of information on there. There's a lot of recordings on there more than anything that kind of help you, oh, that's what that is. I did, and I have the recordings here on YouTube as well. So those who would like to work with me, my information is below. And what else? I'm gonna have a few offerings coming up, a few programs coming up, so stay tuned for that. I'll be posting about that in the next video. And yeah, I'll see you or talk to you soon. And yes, have a blessed new moon. Thank you.